Hello everyone, welcome to Vibe Sports with Emilia, where we do movie review, music review, where we talk with upcoming artists and know everything about them. So today we are talking about a movie that has been trending. If you haven't watched To Kill a Monkey, this is your clue to go and watch it. This movie, it's about, it hits hard because it reflects painful truth about life. And sometimes the people you take bullet for are the first that will pull the trigger, or what still set you off without even blinking twice. So with me today, I have, the Ochu of the North, the one and only Freaky Daddy. We will be doing this review together. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. Welcome, Mr. Ochu of the North.
Thank you very much, Emilia.
Please introduce yourself, because this is a new show and
I've not been here before.
Yes.
Okay.
So please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Austin Ochu, aka the Ochu of the North, aka the Freaky Daddy. And it's a vibe to be on Vibe Sports with Emilia.
Yes, I pass the vibe to him
That's
and then
all.
he pass it back.
That's all.
You know how we do it here. Anyways, you know what we're talking about. And I know you've watched To Kill a Monkey.
To Kill a Monkey.
Wow, that movie. Betrayal, loyalty, and it's something that majority of us, or most of us, have actually experienced in life, especially when it comes to either with friends, family, colleagues, people that you put your trust in, or that you trust.
Yes.
Like I said, the same people you take bullets for will be the first to pull a trigger.
I think
you. So let's talk about it.
Yes.
I know you have a lot.
I have a lot to say.
Please do not be biased.
I don't know. That means that somehow you think that I'm biased.
Sometimes you can be.
I call it spade a spade.
Okay.
Okay.
Please let's get into it.
This movie triggered me a little bit, but thankfully to Kemi Adetiba, the producer of the movie, she did fantastic work.
Shout out to her.
She did fantastic work. I mean, after Netflix said they were not going to be shooting Nigeria, it's good to see this again. But and also I am glad that somehow it gives the view of how fatherhood looks like. Yes, because a lot of men do not come out to voice some things they go through, and I like how, from the perspective of the producer, they were able to show what men go through while raising families. And when some people say toxic masculinity, it's not. They say always a pressure of the society on men to deliver on some certain things. Now, as much as yes, the women are pressured, building making the home, doing the whole thing. There's some sort of supervision and expectation from the man. And when he's not meeting that, it's already very obvious. Then also another perspective a lot of people are not talking about, I've seen some reviews, people are not talking about it, is that when you get married to someone, there are different kinds of people get married to. So when you get married to a poor man, you got married to him looking as a poor man. So that's his characteristics. This is the person you fell in love with. Now,
so we're talking about Nonsana, which is a Femi's wife.
Yes.
That's the person you're talking about.
Not just him, not just her. I mean, there is also a Femi getting married to an understanding girlfriend. You understand? Got married to his understanding girlfriend. You get? Now, this person knows you for being a poor person and understands the struggles you have to go through. Defends you when the community comes on you, and then you now have the Nusa of the rich Nusa, the big girl Nusa. She doesn't have much to worry about anymore, and then now she's going into drinking, because only when she was fresh, she wasn't doing the drinking. You can see, and then she's sharp on her feet. But now there's really nothing to.
You're not worried about anything.
Yes, so
you don't have anything doing. The money is there. You can buy anything you want to buy. So your mind is idle.
So now she distracts that with alcohol. Now this is a different person entirely from whom he got married to. And then from Nosa's point of view too, I don't think Ifemini changed. From my own perspective, I don't think he changed much. He was always the same person. He was always a gentleman.
Yes, he was.
He was. Even with the money, he was
still gentle.
He was still economical with how he behaved.
He wasn't paying much attention as he used to when he was poor. I think that's where she felt like he has changed.
Yes,
right? That the money changed him. Right.
But is that true though? Because even when he was poor, he kept on mentioning that sometimes he would go and stay in a bar and stay overnight.
Yeah, when he was working, he was working in the bar.
So he felt like he was giving her the attention as much.
Well, you know, for someone that is poor, you are expected to come back home. He was always coming back home. Even as a rich
man, he was always coming back home.
Are you sure he was always coming back home?
Because even in
I think where she started having problem was when the first incident where they kidnapped the child and put the child inside fridge. That was where she started having problem.
Yes.
Like, if this money is going to be bringing, if the money is going to, if it's because of the money, we will start losing things that matters to us, then what did you get yourself in? Because even when he refused to collect the job, she was like, why didn't you collect
that's where I'm coming to. Sometimes it's easy for people to blame people when something happens. So I never thought the money was a problem, because at no point did she say no to the money. So the money was never the problem. His attention to her really wasn't the problem, because the show didn't show at any point that he wasn't paying attention
but
to
there was this connection between them when they were money.
Yes, and now he's feeling the pressure to sustain whatever wealth that he has
and also protect his family. Okay, let's talk about Ife now.
Yes.
The main character in this movie. A lot of people said he's a bad person. Now, I read something this morning on the internet, and there's one thing to just understand your own perspective and also understand someone else's perspective. Now, I thought he was also a bad person, because someone helped you, right? Someone helped you. This person did not know you. In as much as they were doing brothers, were they really brothers? No, they were not brothers. Now, Obos, from this other person's perspective now, from what I read, the person said Obos just needed Ife because of the money Ife was making for him. Yes. So it was not really about love, because brothers will not go and sleep with your brother.
Like, there are both codes for a reason.
Like, you will not go and sleep with your brother's daughter.
You never saw him, and they say there is truth.
In reality, it does happen.
No, really. If you love your brother,
really, okay. People they do.
Actually, I get that.
Right now, when if his child was kidnapped and put in, Obos didn't do anything. There was no action from him.
Yes,
it was when they attacked his wife.
Yes.
That's when you saw that the warrior in him came out, the street man in him, the Agbo came out.
Yes.
Now I understood that. Okay.
This relationship,
it was just transactional.
It was transactional, and then Ifemini, yes, I felt like he took Obos as a brother, protected him as a younger brother. But the thing is, somebody said that there are no bad people. There are no bad people, just people in bad condition.
Yeah.
And then when you look at it from various perspectives, it's easy to judge.
When you are not
exactly, because he gave him, like, if he didn't love him as much as he said he thought he did, if Obos was his blood brother, it would have still ended up the way it did.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't think so.
It would have still ended up the way it did.
Especially if he accepted to kill, in as much as there was a mistress that was whispering things in his ear, and trying to convince him, like, you need to kill this person too. And I knew when that girl came, the way she came, I knew there was something
She was planted.
She was planted in their life.
Yes, but see, my point exactly is that Obos was not a logical person. He kept on behaving like a child, and he kept on putting them at stake. If you listen to him right from time, everything would have not escalated to the point it did. If he looked like a logical person, someone that can be reasoned with, like how he projected himself at the end of the movie, it would have been easier for them to come up with a logical solution, like, let's attack this person.
If it was like, let's even give this person, it's not like there was no money. See, greed too is bad.
Exactly.
Greed is bad because from a both side, I feel
pride.
Like pride.
It wasn't just greed, it was also pride. And I understand where that comes from, where you do all the work as somebody from nowhere. So the easiest thing that would have happened if the two of them were being logical is to connive and maybe off this teacher person.
Are you sure you would have? And they wouldn't have even gone for teacher's grandchildren. No, see,
they didn't go for the grandchildren.
They went for the grandchildren.
No, they didn't go for the grandchildren. They went for teacher. That was teacher's car. There is no way they will have known that, or not
but
they.
You know, teacher said for his child. See, me, I always say, no matter what you're doing, do not involve the innocent children. Because at the end of the day, it's the children that will suffer. In fact, it's the children that say suffering. The children say being attacked before even the main people that were involved in the whole issue. Now let's talk about Ife's daughter.
We men. I think that's all I want to shout. I want to scream because the women in this show, from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, they were serious characters. Very, very, very controversially serious characters.
You're failing or you are forgetting something. You know, this girl was, from when she was a teenager, she was shipped from one relative house to another. Yeah. She was abused. Yeah. In fact, there was not much love from the dad, right? Maybe or present. Yes. The dad's present was not really in her life. Yes. So I feel like she acted out of trauma. Now, maybe there's no, even when the father finally got money, I thought they would be living together. Rather, they went and rented a house for her where she was staying alone in a very big mansion on her own. Now, I feel like maybe she needed, if it should, Obo showed her love. Father figure. And she just accepted it. And to her, that's the only person that loved, cared for her. I think that was why she hated her father, because to her father has taken the only person that truly cares about her. Even though we knew that
really
did not care.
Now that's where the issue of some women always being emotional and not quite logical with the way they do things.
Okay.
Now, of course, it's not a generalization. Some women, in this case, this Efeni's daughter, because it didn't make sense to me that your father's friend impregnates you and then all of a sudden you are changing it for your father. That was even before the one was
your father, you're supposed to be angry with.
Saying that you have changed the love of somebody that was married. Your father's friend.
Expecting that he was going to marry.
And then when you refused to marry her, after
she blamed the father.
She still blamed the father.
I think it's easy for us to put blames on people for the choices we make, just to make herself feel good. I think that was what happened. She was trying to make herself feel good. In as much as she made this decision on her own, she felt like, okay, it was the father, because the father found out, confronted her, and she felt like, okay, when the guy came to the house and said, you know what, I don't know anything about pregnancy, she felt, okay, maybe because the father has gone to talk to him and all that. Let's talk about detective more. Please, it's 2025. What is it with that week? Because that week was annoying me.
She was coming out of trauma.
And so, is that they portrayed this rich woman, and then suddenly you just went from
somebody that was in a mental watch. So all of a sudden coming out, she's not sleeping.
She stressed me.
She's not sleeping. So it was a reflection of her state of mind.
Even that week.
Even the wig.
Please.
But I didn't see the wig. Maybe because I'm a man. But I didn't see the wig. But I felt like she was appropriate for her character because she was tired. She was a tired woman. She was desperate to prove herself.
She really needed to prove herself to also help her heal completely from the trauma she was facing.
I don't know how how those two concern each other, but
maybe because even I was like, why you chasing these people? Go and heal. Mom, your family.
Like, I think she will go back to the office to go find. Like, it really makes sense to me.
I think the people that really stressed me in this movie was Detective Mo or Sass. That woman stressed me because you are enjoying the money. Let the money go now. Did you see when the man was in prison? When she came to collect for offshore accounts.
After she just sit and boy doctor. Women. Women, she saw my very doctor immediately he thought that immediately I saw that it was Daniel that was playing that. I knew it. One small touch in the shoulder and one small hero dropping. Person where they put for ground the national blue, if you do anything. But yeah, this is where we have found ourselves. Sharp has moved out. And to tell you that all of these were excuses. All of these were excuses because it had been long before she got that apartment without letting her husband know.
No, the husband knew about the apartment.
No, but she didn't know the husband knew. She bought the apartment as a fail-safe and kept it away from her.
She did a bad thing because, I mean, she ran away from the house for the safety of her kids. Because when she went to pick the child from the school, when they go home, they found that there was someone's head inside the backpack. Even you as a parent, I
understand that as a parent, I understand that. But what I'm saying is, initially when things were going fine, there was no teacher, there was no whatnot. She secretly purchased the house for her escape.
Yes, now.
Which one is yes now?
To me, that was a smart move.
That's not. No, you see, this man was not abusive towards you.
No, he wasn't.
This man was.
There was a scene where I thought that he was going to hit her,
and he didn't. Because you want to push me. When they talk, say you understand. And the man, he was a gentleman to the end. At the end of the day, so what exactly motivated this movement without informing your husband? And then the man knew about it. He knew that somehow, but he allowed her space.
It's the fact that she was enjoying the money, and yet you did not.
See the place where she showed off in the mall, the shop that she bought the bag for.
That is good. It's good.
After yesterday night that she was busy telling I love you when you didn't have money.
Yes, you use the money to buy bag worth 5.
And then you come from a collect option. See, this is a direct. Anyway, let's move on.
Say what you want.
No, we'll move on. I'll say it at the end of the show. I have a lot, but let's keep it.
See, who should we talk about? I think let's talk about Lillian, Obo's wife. I think I like her character because she already knew she was loyal to the end. She knew who she was getting married with, and she did not have a problem with it. From Nosa, she didn't accept the fact that her husband was doing illegal business. She didn't even want to accept it. But she was enjoying the money, and you never found out where the money was coming from. Lillian already knew that this is what my husband.
Even she knew, but she just didn't accept it.
She was ignorant of it.
She
chose to be ignorant of it,
which is what made the man. It was easier for him to fall for, even if not completely, to fall for the mistress, because he said, "I like that I can be myself around you. Now you don't have to be tiptoeing and watching the emotions of your wife." Now, of course, I've mentioned this on this show before that when you start not being a safe space for someone to be comfortable with, that's how you pursue to their arms up. And so I've said this before, that the moment you stop being a safe space for your partner, there's a possibility that he will find that humans are wired to find peace. Now, which is how this lady was able to, even on the night after all of the foreplay and all of the everything, emotions are rising, even after everything, it was easy for him to move away from this woman and say, I think I'll be going back to meet my wife. And then he gets home. It's like she was waiting for this moment. Like I was waiting for you to slip up to collect the house. And you know that was her first move, to push him out of the house. And then there was unknown to him that she had another house meeting, and probably another house after that, and probably another house after that. So it was all more like, yes, I've been waiting. She wasn't giving him anything. I know, and it's easy for people to say that.
And then there was a where she said, I think when she started drinking too, she started neglecting her wifely duties.
That's why they had a nanny and everything. But this particular thing, people don't talk about it much. The issue of her not allowing him touch her. Some people will say that it's after the kidnapping of their child, but it looked like it was longer.
It's been happening.
It has been happening because he said, "Don't you like I miss you? Don't you want me as well?" So, and I feel it was that doctor.
Dr. Daniel, you do the most in movie. Let's talk about Nusa's mother.
Oh.
I think sometimes mother-in-laws to do more harm than good. Especially, you already knew this person was poor when he came to marry your daughter.
Yeah.
If you were not okay, why did you bless the marriage? Because
We don't know whether she did.
Okay.
We don't know whether she did, but I feel as a parent, you want the best for your daughter.
Yes.
And then she probably didn't want to accept the fact that this was the barest that the maximum that can be. I mean, having to deliver and not be able to feed
the child.
And both are
more. Even broken more. The truth is, men go through a lot, especially if when men are not able to provide for their family.
Like, what makes you a man?
What makes you a man? Yes. Because providing for their family, I mean, that's what makes them a man. And society has made it look that way, that when you provide for your family, that's what makes you.
It's not a matter of society. That's how you know you are a man.
Well, okay.
and I guess.
But you're more than just providing. To be honest, as a man, you're more than just providing. You're a human being before providing. It's
yes. No, I understand what you see. The thing is, what people term toxic masculinity is taking responsibility. If you are responsible enough to impregnate a woman, you think you're responsible enough to put a woman in your house, you should be able to step up when they need.
See, life is not black.
Now, if we have the other gender stepping up as well, it would be easier for both.
She was doing something.
Yes, she was.
And from when she gave birth and then she went to work, that was when the woman sacked her. You could see you hear when she said that it's her money that they are using to sustain the family. So it's not like she was.
No, I'm not. This is not a matter of Nusa and the Efemini. This is just general. I'm just saying that as much as yes, treat yourself well as a man.
Let's talk about betrayal.
I should say.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's talk about betrayal.
It was heartbreaking, that scene. That scene was.
I think I cried. You know when he was saying, "Brotherly,
stay my back. I will protect you."
Before they touch you, they must touch me. It takes. I don't know. It takes genuine love. So actually, when you see gunmen pointing gun at you, and instead of you to run for your own safety, you're trying to save the next man, not knowing that it's that person that sold you out. I even saw some tweet where people are saying, "Don't take person go where your bakery they don't introduce people to where they get your delivery." Yes, I know that sometimes people can be people, but that does not mean you can't render help. Just you can do it from afar and then just let them be, because I mean, you never can tell what the next man is thinking.
True. I felt so. I understand. I knew it was going to get to that. But I wasn't prepared for that scene. That scene was heartbreaking.
It was.
Now he behaved like a proper younger brother that proceeded to being an elder brother, a protector. It was touching. It was touching. And with the see him holding his jazz, and then immediately he saw that he was already there. He died 5 times before the first bullet touched him.
Yes. But no, when he saw Efemini moving towards
that was when he relaxed. He didn't even shoot one single bullet.
If I did,
his jazz I mean, some may say that if he didn't drop the jazz, maybe he would have still been alive.
Nah, he wouldn't have.
Because you don't know what the matters of spiritual.
Knew that this person is jazz up, so maybe then said they came prepared.
I don't know. He didn't show us that. So he was confident enough that this was going to protect us, and when he saw that there was no need for the protection at that moment, it was a killing moment for him.
What kills me more was the fact that even when they were shooting him bullet, he did not take his eyes off Efemini.
The heartbreak. Somebody said that nothing breaks a heart rather more than friendship. The friendship heartbreak is just
it's deep.
And I know I felt so sorry for him. And then for Efemini having to have been the one to cause that, and then what he was going through at that moment, it felt like a part of him too had left him. He
wasn't himself actually. And for some people they will say he did it for his family, but I think if Obaz has listened from the beginning when this whole issue started, they would have found a way to deal with Chicha, and the two family would have still been
exactly.
alive.
He wasn't being logical, and then some will say that
the pride, the ego, the greed.
Efemini didn't do this for only himself.
It was for his own family,
even for Obosi's family, because he was a danger to everybody around him, and he wasn't listening. And unfortunately, that conversation, if it happened earlier, maybe they would have been able to find.
Maybe it would have happened earlier. If Emini stopped picking his call, and that broke him too. He could have reached. He knew where he was living. Come on now.
He knew he had the pride. If you see where he talked about this, his other second in command, the guy that left him. Like, did I tell you to call him?
No, he was. See,
this was his first brother before Efemini. It was only because Efemini was giving him money.
Yes. When Efe left, after they fought, and I even thought maybe after the fight they would just settle everything, because that's how men are. Then go fight, then go still shake themselves. Like,
which they still did, but it
was too late. Now it was out of that betrayal of Ife. When he saw Ife walking out of it, he was like, who wants to live again? Anybody in that stage will act the way he acted. And then his second in command now say, you want me to go? Then he too left. It was heartbreaking, losing two of the best or the closest people to him in his business. It was heartbreaking. Me, I did not support Efemini for betraying him. But again,
he's a man. His first responsibility is to his family. To keep them safe. Now you have a 4-year-old or 3-year-old boy that you are finding head inside his backpack. That means they can find him all the way to school.
They found him all the way to
school. Like it's a whole message now. I will find you. Anywhere. Like these are people that have escaped. You don't know, and you can't reach. You can't kill teacher. You are too small a person to kill teacher.
And another thing, when he found out that he has made a mistake was after the whole thing where they
he
went back to teacher, and teacher told him that
80% of his company. See, betrayal
is a very greedy man.
Yes, and that's why he got what was coming for him. He got what was coming for him. It didn't make any sense. Even his explanation didn't make sense. But I mean, when you do the crime, you will do the time, whether it's by death or it's by prison. Everybody go sharp collect him. And I think Lillian's character in the show was the only person that was able to go scot-free.
Yes. And the mistress
taking over the whole business, and the mistress was not really doing much crime.
Are you sure Lillian got away with it? Because they shot the show where
maybe she shoots now. Maybe she shoots, so she became the monkey king.
Are you sure the movie will not?
Of course, Nigeria now. There must be part 2.
If people are bringing season 2, let it be as masterpiece as season 1, because
I trust.
We trust Kemi Adetiba. He did an amazing job. Everything from the cast, the crew, you guys. Shout out to you, to all of you. Now we want to hear. Do you have any last words?
Yes,
please.
I have last words. Men, this is to you. I understand that we have all the pressure in this life to take care of our family, to take care of that lovely woman that you married. I want you also to understand that if you do not do it within the confines of the law, they will not understand at the end of the day. We have fathers who have used their 9 to 5, or if sometimes 9 to 9, to look for money for their families, and in their old age, the children are turning against them. The wife is turning against them because, of course, he didn't really spend time with them for them to bond enough in their old age. So take time for yourself, treat yourself better. We have a lot of men now dying at the age of 70 because they didn't eat well. They didn't.
70 is okay. Yes, now 70.
If a man crosses 70 now, they think that he has lived a long life, but that's not true. You can live all the way to 100.
Yes.
And yes, this is 30. This is 30 years. This is 30 years away from where you are supposed to at least know that you have lived a fulfilled life. At 70, your children are just coming out of university.
At 70, your children should be done.
The last born is done. Sometimes they are just coming out. They are struggling. You have 5 years to to be progressive or successful as a person. Now imagine that you do not get the chance to reap the fruits of your labor like this. So take out time, eat well, take care of yourself, then take care of your family, so that they can enjoy you in your old age as much as you enjoy them. Find the balance. Don't do too much. As this movie has shown us, they will be alright at the end of the day, and so that nobody will blame you for being a bad father. Even if I don't say he was such a bad father, but they will not say you are such a bad father, a wicked man or whatnot. They will not tag you the disciplinarian in your home, so that the other person, the other gender would be the soft motherly touch, and then everybody now gravitates towards them. So men, take care of yourself. Men, make sure that you take good care of yourself first before the family.
All right, thank you so much, Culture of the North. You said a lot. All right, so viewers, we want to hear from you. Have you watched the movie To Kill a Monkey? If you haven't seen it, please watch it, and I promise you, you will not regret spending time to watch it. That should even be your go-to movie this weekend. You can watch it with your family, your friends, your neighbor, your enemies. Let them learn, because I mean, there are a lot of lessons to be learned from that movie. And then if you have also seen the movie, we want to hear from you. Drop your comments, your review, what you think, what you did not think, what you don't like, and what you liked about the movie. Drop it in the comment section, and we'll be glad to hear from you. This is Vibe Sport with Emilia, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye bye.